Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Captain of Industry. I'm Ghostfire Gamer, your captain for today. Welcome back. Oh, well, we have a tree harvester that needs some work. But in last episode, what did we do? We set up our oil stuff here real quick and easy. We got some power because we had that scare with our maintenance. Yes. Oh, one thing I should mention. There's two things I want to mention here. One I just thought of. You can boost your throughput on these things. Double the throughput while consuming Unity. Also ignores electricity requirement. So if you're in a bind, Unity is a really good kind of like, oh boy. And you start off with a certain amount of Unity here. If you click on the Unity here up top here, you'll see the breakdown. And it tells you everything about your settlement here too. So we have a, let's see, maximum Unity. So we have a max Unity of cap of 36. I didn't realize that. What is this? Typical increase with the amount of housing and its quality. Okay. So right now we're probably leaving Unity on the table, which is fine. There's nothing we can do about it. We could now, since we're accumulating one a month, we could boost this one, and that'll reflect. We're gonna need it anyway. Oh, also a nice little tool here is you can upgrade your machineries with a click of a button. It's amazing. And then they just bring the materials to it and Dunskies. Because it's going to require these additional parts. Unlike some other maybe factory games where it's going to require... if you tear something like a version 1 down and put a version 2, it's totally different stuff. So you have to actually tear it up and all that. There is upgrading. Like Factorio is a good base game to compare to. You have like a tier 1 assembly machine, you can just plop a tier 2 on top of it. And you get the tier 1 back in your inventory. Well, we don't have an inventory system in this game, so it actually adds to the requirements, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that's Unity. That's your upgrade there. Let's go back to here, this one here. So now things that will take your Unity down are listed here. We have 2 labs, and it takes, I don't know why why they have a Unity tap on that, but they do. Water pollution, air pollution, that's 0, 0. I don't know what this line is. There's no active disease. I haven't heard about anybody getting diseases, but I imagine the pollution going up, it would cause that. Another thing I want to mention is the oil. I didn't realize it until I was here. This is your oil in reserve, right? So you click on your oil pump, and you'll notice that it has a 49754/50,000, 100%. That will go down to 0 eventually. It will actually deplete the whole thing, the whole oil thing. Now, there has been some, on the Discord, they had an announcement on their website, and they posted on their Discord, the Captive Industry guys, Mafia Games. They said that people are saying, oh, it's, infinite, it's a finite resource game, so people are complaining about that, maybe not understanding the game. There are options, there are things in the game you can get later on which extend the resources of your game considerably. They're also considering an infinite resource setting in the game, and what would be nice if they set that up on the fly, where you can change it and go, oh no, I want infinite now. I don't know if that would be possible, but you can actually, it probably would be a start a new game with infinite resources, but I don't see how that would work, because the resources are, you got the little diggers and, little diggy guys going around and digging their little stuff. So I don't know how that would work. Does this have a, oh, where is he at? Oh, he must be getting fuel or something. Oh yeah, he's over there. And so anyway, there is a way to get resources that are not on this island that we're on. And by the way, if you look at the map view, this is the only place we could build right here. This one. And it's kind of funny they got 4 like little islands here. I don't know where they are. There is only one island. But if you look at the map view, it's like got this here, this here, this here. Maybe there are there. Maybe there are. I don't know. Yeah, it's as far as we can zoom in here. So these locations that we discover here, like we have a way to trade. There's also contracts and things in the game. And that's how you can get infinite resources. That was what you can get other things. There's other things in the game that you can get. Well, I'm not going to spoil it. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody if you're playing along or if you're just watching a Let's Player and you're playing. I've done that before, and I don't want to watch the Let's Player until I do stuff. But there is a way. There's 2 ways you can get basically infinite resources as is. Okay, so we covered that. And I think that's it. Okay, so let's get started here. We need construction components 2. And we also need to set our tree harvesters up. You know what? I want to get rid of this stuff here. So let's get over here and get rid of these trees. Because we're going to have to build our population up. And I want to use this area for that. So let's get rid of all this stuff here. This is a good area to kind of build. And it's got a nice... the shoreline is really nice here. And I don't want to clutter it up. Why are you beefing? Oh, let's get rid of those. There. Okay. All right. Now, let's just press play roll for slow play right now. I don't want to go too crazy here. All right. So we set this up yesterday or last episode. Yesterday. What am I saying yesterday for? And we loaded our cement in here from our thing over here, from our ship. And in the beginning, always make sure you monitor your ship. Because we have copper. We haven't set up yet. We just set up diesel. We set up rubber. We don't have cement set up. Also, there's a repair here for our dock. We don't need to worry about that. Don't worry about that right away. Although that ship right there is going to be amazingly cool. And you're going to love it. I guarantee this is the really fun part of the game, the ship. It's really interesting how they implemented this ship into this game. Okay, I spoke about this last time. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to reconfigure this, but I might make this into a copper producer for our little hub here. We're going to have a little hub here. So we're going to do that. All right, now... we need construction components level 3. So let's go ahead and now we need to do, we could do this one here. I want to get that set up so that we can have that going. So we'll let that go. Now, limestone, big time. The next 2 resources are going to be, we're going to be set for a little while until, once we get them set up. So let's go ahead and do that. Under buildings for vehicles, we have the mining tower. I don't know what this arrow designates. I think it's just maybe, I don't know. It doesn't have anything to, it doesn't seem to have anything on there that would indicate that you need a direction on there. We'll get rid of waste. And dumps. So let's talk about, well, we'll talk about dumps in a minute. Well, yeah, we can dump here. Right. So let's set up our dumping area. Now we have that set up. And I'm just going to go over here. Let's go down. Let's press F for flat. And down. This is kind of a confusing mechanic. As you can see, I want it flat. 2. So I think that this is 2 above. See, it's flat now. So our baseline is 2. The way you can kind of know that is if you go up, that's 3. So sea level that's sea level 0. So -4 is below sea level. So if you wanted to get to sea level, you could dig that. That's 1 above sea level. So we're 2 above sea level right here. I guess that's how that is. Ooh, conveyor belts. That's a huge one right there. And the reason why I want to set up the level 2 parts is because transports, we has them. Okay, there is a flat. If you mouse over this, it's awesome. They have supported products on there. They tell you the recipe, of course. U-shaped conveyors. We have those now. Notice the supported products. Now, imagine a conveyor system in like Amazon or some warehouse where they use conveyors. So you're going to use a flat conveyor for things that are packaged and basically ready to be used, sellable items, right? Even wood, you chop wood, you put it on a conveyor. That one is kind of interesting, but it makes sense that when you chop a piece of wood up, it's ready to be thrown on a conveyor. The U-shaped conveyor is for it's for the loose stuff, gravel, dirt. It's all if you put it on a conveyor, it's going to get all in the conveyor workings and all that. So these are more industrial for moving stuff that's going to get jammed up and wreck a normal conveyor system. So you need something more that can handle like loose stuff, which is pretty cool. Just like the molten channel is more, for the molten stuff. You're not going to send molten down a pipe because it might cool, right? And it'll clog the pipe. So they really thought this through, man. I swear. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, all right. So this is complaining about the fact that we don't have an excavator. So let's go ahead and make one. Oh, here. You're right there. Wait a minute. There you are. Oh, I must have made it before the episode ended here. Okay, so now we have that, and he'll come over eventually. There he goes. Take your time. Yeah. All right. So now we got to make our digging site here, and we're gonna go with flat because we want a flat mine first. That way we don't fall into a hole, and we'll start like over, like go across like that, and just kind of. Oh, we gotta set the mining area. Q. Oop. Set the mining area. Edit area. Okay, we'll go from. Well, we have to include this over here. So, actually, something I learned. You don't need to include this, and you don't want to. Oh, so let's say there's another mining area, like over here, for example. You don't want to combine them because the miner or the excavator will actually work on this. So you got to be careful of that. Let's go down here. I don't want to. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Let's get as much as we can. There we go. So that'll cover our limestone pretty well. And if we click on this, then it'll show us what's popping. We can move that over there. Now, okay, there they go. This has a little bit in the area of this area. So we have a little bit of dumping. You do not actually have to have your dumping area within this box. You can have it anywhere. If there's no designated dumping area within the area of the mining tower, you have to have something set up or else they won't be able to dump out. So right now, we do have a dumping area here. And we can add, for example, gravel to this. Let's say we want gravel. Maybe not sand. We don't want waste because we're already taking care of that. We can put compost in here. We don't have any right now. We're probably not going to get any sand out of this, so we'll just leave it like that. All right, so he's full of limestone. Yahoo! Cool. Another thing to note, these excavators I don't know if it says it on here, but they cannot go under pipes because they're too high up. And there's research later on that will allow us to ramp over pipes. So I tend to raise my pipes up so I don't have to use ramps. But if you're going to have these little guys, like where I have this thing here, if I start getting a lot of pipes in this area, they may not be able to get out. But you can build another one somewhere else if you want. That way it's not constricted there. Oh, we need some research here. Let's take a look. Let's pause it. We got the copper. Yeah, here's the ramps right here. We'll research these. And we got the conveyors. Fuel station. Yeah, let's get that. And ground pump. Let's get that. This will allow us to extract water. This allows us to designate dedicated trucks to fueling other trucks. Very helpful. We'll do some crop rotation. That's going to help us with our farms big time. And then we can do vegetable farming. So the next farm I want to set up is a vegetable farm once we get this available. Captain's office. Oh, irrigated farms. Let's get that first. This is pretty cool. You can actually boost food, health, growth. You can pause your growth. Now you have a natural growth of your population, and it could create homelessness. So, and it causes, it's no, you want this, get this building down fairly soon, especially when you start doing other things. I'm not going to spoil it, because you'll have enough people. Trust me. I never had a problem. I haven't had a problem with people in this game. Okay, so let's get this going here. We'll leave it paused because I want to build. I don't want it to build yet. Let's go ahead. This game is deep. I'm amazed at how deep it is. Here we go. Rotary kiln. It is. I love the feel of it. The mechanics. It's amazing. So let's go ahead and we'll give ourselves some room here. We'll put a kiln in. Rotary kiln. It's going to set up the only recipe we have. So it takes limestone and coal and gives us our cement, and there's a little bit of exhaust. So that adds to our pollution pool on the island, which you cannot get away from. So we'll go ahead and vent that off. And that is that. So do we have storage yet? Yes, we have loose storage. Okay, let's set this up. And we'll go ahead and we'll give it a little room here. Now that we have belts, ho, ho, ho. Let's go ahead and put another one in here. Okay, we're going to set this up for limestone. All right. Now, one thing about storage, it's really confusing. You want to max this. For this case, you want to say keep full. And you can leave these on here, import and export, just in case. We'll be going through different scenarios where you might want to change these. And this. So this will just fill up because it's set to the filter. So this truck will bring it here. However, we want to make sure the truck brings it here. You make that green line there. If you want to make sure this thing is empty, so like for byproducts and things that you want to get rid of and process and get out of the way, you want to make sure this is empty, set to empty. You can set it to here, like let's say it's a slag or gravel or something. You can set this to a little bit, here. It'll fill up past the red line, of course, but you want the trucks to act as soon as it gets to this line. So there's reasons for that. Okay, so that's done. Now let's set this to coal. And we are just going to set it up to maybe 36 coal. This is a case where we don't need a ton of coal for this. We can increase it later once we start seeing things. Now, there's another cool thing about this. You have alerts. Notify if empty. Click it on. You can also notify if 75% full, 25% full, all that. So this is kind of like the other way around. We have waste we want to get rid of, and we want to make sure that nothing gets backed up and stopped in the process. So there's ways around that. But I don't really care about that right now. Now, for this one here, we want to do export off, because once the coal is here, we want it to stay. We don't want trucks stealing from it, because they'll go, oh, hey, there's coal over here. I'll come grab it. But you want to leave the import on in this case. So there you go. Okay. If you have the materials in another location, for example, coal is 0 right now. We don't have a case anywhere on the map until now. You can do a quick deliver and, get it going, which is nice. Now we can use, I think, we might be ready to do U-shape connect conveyors here. So go ahead and set this up to here. Set that up to there. Now, conveyors use power in the game. 2 kilowatts. Don't let that be a deterrent, okay? Because your biggest problem, and once we get more deeper into power, we're going to get away from this power, this diesel stuff. We're going to get into more reliable power later on. But don't worry about belt power as much as your travel on your trucks, because it will be tough to maintain a huge fleet with a lot of stuff going on. So you don't want to be using your truck to deliver little things you can take care of yourself. The farm is a big one. This is a constant thing. People are always eating, right? And they're always generating waste. So, speaking of waste, hold up. Why is that doing that? Hold up a minute. I got this over here. Did I, okay, I haven't run this game very much, so, yeah, I don't want that waste there. I want to make landfill out of the waste, so, and it's not that far to drive. Okay, so that's done. Get out of there. I'm pressing Q to get out of that. Let's speed it up. We'll get this going. Okay, they're gonna bring stuff. Construction parts. Oh, another thing to note is that this will stop. This priority is 10, and our building is also 10. But we can change this. Let's see, that's 8. That's 8. This priority is 8 as well. So what happens is they won't deliver to a priority 10. The building by default has a higher priority, it seems. That's what I've noticed. So instead of this machine running, we'll be fine. Now we have what, 6 in there? Okay. So we'll get our belts. Oh, we got our belts already. Holy cow. Imagine that. There we go! Automation, baby. Kinda. I don't know if you'll ever be able to fully automate mining. It'd be kind of cool to have something set up to just kind of chew this whole mountain up. But from what I've seen, because I went ahead and I got a test save. I'm trying to learn the game in to get ahead in this, because it's such a deep game. There's so much like going on, and I don't think eventually this mining becomes a non-issue. But there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Okay, so that's done. Why are they building that first? 38. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's go do copper. Quickly, we need copper. Okay, so this is going to be kind of tricky because we have stuff in the way. We need to be under here. Mining control tower. Let's put it there. Oh, ramps. Okay, we got ramps. And fuel station. Okay. Let's make a little excavator. We'll make another truck too while we're at it, so we can keep the trucks that are running around doing our building done. Okay, so let's edit the area. Let's assign a truck while we're there. We don't want waste here. And let's edit the area. And we'll go ahead and we'll pull from, I guess we'll do this. Try to get as much of the copper as we can. I'm okay with doing a dump here because, you know, we're kind of starting out. So we need to do something. And we're going to do an F to get an incline. We're going to spin it around. And we'll get a big ramp going. That way we don't have to worry about it. And then we'll get a dig site here. And we'll go F for... Yeah, F is flat. And then we'll go down. And there's our 0. Oh, up 1. Is that right? Up 2. There we go. Now we're flat. And we'll get this guy right there. Oh, and I figured it out. I guess you have to click and drag your right mouse button. Click and hold your right mouse button, drag, and then you get rid of it. If you click, sometimes, see how it made that little box? Click and hold. Okay, I'm a dingus. Click and hold. I was clicking too fast, is what it came down to. Okay. And then we can just get rid of these here. And we should be good. Let's go ahead and do some more. It's easy to just drag away, you know, but you might as well do it. Okay, there we go. Good. Let's get rid of all this. That way we can see clearly what we have marked off. There we go. Oops, there. Now, has no compatible. Oh, there we go. Mark that. There we go. So that's going to start. Now, since we have this set up, we're good. We're able to eventually get copper. We have 428 copper in here, so we're doing fine. And let's see here. We need... I made this too close. I'm going to have to move this. If I have to adjust anything, I'm doing it off screen, so just so you know, this may move this way. I put the farm way too far over. Maybe you know what? I think I'm going to move this farm over here. But the best time to do it is when they're not growing. Okay. Oh, that's an old message. I clicked on it and it didn't do anything. Okay, fine. Let's see. Did we unlock anything? Got that. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, we're making concrete. We're making the concrete slabs. That is huge project. Got to get it done right away. Oh, diesel. Oh. That's because of this. Is that... Oh, wait. Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's get a tank. And... let's set it up over here. Wait, is that... Yeah, set it up over here. Right over here. We're going to make this into... Let's not set it yet. Let's get a pipe. Transport. Pipe. Bunk. Alright. Now we'll set it up to diesel. We'll do import off for now. So what happened is, I don't think they're taking from here. In the last episode I was mentioning that I don't think they take from this. It does have import export off, so I'm not too sure. Oh, it's because the pipe is on here. We'd have to actually click this. Fuel station. There we go. Now we got some diesel. All right, we just got our fuel station. So I think it's under here for vehicles. Yep, there it is. And we're just going to put this... If you put this right up close, it's fine. It links. Now, it does complain about that, but it's okay because it's the same output. There we go. There we go. Now, export, import. We'll turn that on now. And look at that. They're bringing it. I had import off. I don't know why I brought it there. So now it brought our diesel over. Okay. Now, see this here? Don't do this yet. Don't touch this green bar ever until you're ready. We want this to build up. Okay, so this one is having some issues. Notice it's got missing input. It's the crude oil. So now we're ready, I think, to add a crude oil pump. And it doesn't matter where it goes, because it's going to tap the oil underneath the ground. So you're fine. Don't worry about it. It has to be in a rich part. There's no richness to it. I don't know what it can't connect there because there's a little thing, a little support under the pipe. It's kind of funny. Okay. Hopefully we can get rid of this low diesel warning here. All right. So now we have our fuel station set up. We want to assign a vehicle to it. What this is going to do, and there it is. This vehicle right here will save your butt. And I highly recommend doing 2. Because sometimes these things will... You get one of these little guys here, and it's caught. It's up higher on a rock formation. You're trying to dig out something like over here. Because eventually you're going to have to dig this up to get up to this plane here. And you have to dig this up to get up to this plane here because there's gold over here. Well, if an excavator gets caught, is high up on this, well, that fuel truck won't be able to path to it. And you'll get a message. Well, guess what? That stupid truck will sit there while all the other trucks are running out of fuel. Yes, it will happen. So be careful. Assign 2. Okay. I think we made some pretty good progress here today. We got our copper mining done. And we have still 356 copper. I don't want to start the copper yet. Let's check on this thing here. It's going down. Right. Let's do something really quick here. Storage. Loose. Flip it around. Put it right like this. We're going to make this into scrap iron. Keep full. Then we're going to take a channel, U-shaped conveyor. We're going to go right on in there. I don't like that it does that. I want it like that. I like it, but I don't know why. It's just preference, you know. That'll speed up this thing being ripped up. Now, we have also electronics here. And we need electronics for this. This one here. This doesn't have any inputs on it, I don't think. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Okay. Since this thing is running like crazy all the time, we're going to get a unit storage. And we'll put it like here. And then we're going to set this up for, okay, let's see. Okay, electronics are gone there. I want to clear this dock off, and I want to get this out of here so we have that kind of taken care of. Get out of there. Whenever you click, oh, groundwater pump. Okay, dismiss. Do we have irrigation yet? No. Oh, there we go. Crop rotation. That'll help. Let's get a transport, and we're going to get a flat conveyor. We're going to go right into there. We're going to request our electronics. Oh. Okay. It shouldn't request it. It's going to take. Now, you want to make sure, don't move this bar. Leave it. Now, oh, what are you doing? No, take those. There we go. Okay. There. 100. Okay. Come on. What did you just do? Oh, I'm going to pause this. There we go. Because it'll give them time to dismantle this, because they're prioritizing this. There's no priority on here. I wish it was an automatic, hey, this is priority 1. Get rid of it. So now we have 164 in there. And 40. Cool. Now this thing needs concrete slabs. So we're going to go ahead and, let's see here. Pause this. And we'll make another storage unit. And we'll plop it there. We're going to make this concrete slab. That's full. Okay, good. And then we'll get our transports. We're going to get a flat. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's the other way around. No. Well, we'll just do this then. I screwed up. I put the wrong way. Oh, well. Oh. Guess what? We can do this, too. Wood is a flat. Come on. There we go. All right, 16. 0. There we go. And pretty soon we'll get rid of this, the electronics there. Oops, 6 left. There we go. So now we just have our iron scrap. And that's going to be cranking along. 6. Cool. All right, so that's kind of how you can get rid of this thing right away. And also being able to clear out your inventory from here. As you can see, look, it says shipyard is overloaded with cargo. Now, let's do this. I got to set this one up. And this one to get the rubber and to get the remainder of this concrete out of here. Oh, there we go. Cement. So rubber and cement. And then we can also get our copper connected here. I think it's this one here. So we'll get the copper connected and all that. Like I said, I want to move I got to move this farm. So I might do that off stream or recording or whatever. So anyway, we're at 38 minutes. So I think we made some pretty good progress. Setting up our final minings. We're ready to go on copper when we need it. We got our limestone to cement process here, which is going to feed our concrete mixer for the slabs. And if you don't get that, those things set up, your diesel fuel, your biofuel, whatever you want to call it, diesel fuel, you don't get this set up, get your iron, because this is going to run out. So you want to make sure you get your iron set up. Coal, because you need coal. I would say farm for food, right? Get this dismantled, get your iron going, right? Get your coal going, get your iron going. And really limestone. Well, you've got plenty of cement and you got the bricks, you know, the slabs. But yeah, you want to get your limestone. Copper can be last. Because, why are you saying low diesel? Oh, it's just a message. Okay. Because, yeah, if you look at this stuff, you know, like your rubber, we still have rubber, which is pretty good. You'll run out quick, though. Trust me on that. Because once you start doing repair, maintenance, oh boy. Finished. Crop rotation. Tutorial farming. Okay. So, man, let's see. Let's read this here. I know I said I was going to end it, but things are popping here. Oh, it's paused. Okay, so managing your island's industry wasn't enough for you. You decide to be a farmer as well. So let's cover some basics. It's funny. Farms grow crops. Crops can be used in various places, but mainly to feed your pops, your population. But crops don't go for free. They consume water and soil fertility. Water is replenished by rain, even for greenhouses. But rain is not a reliable source, and more advanced crops are more demanding, so having an external source of water is recommended. Irrigated farms automatically distribute water when the soil gets dry, so externally supplied water does not get wasted. Farm yield gets reduced if crops don't have enough water and may even completely dry out. Okay, so yeah, fertility is a little complex here, as they're saying here. Farm's fertility directly affects its yields. When a farm has 50% fertility, it only produces 50% of what it could have produced if it had 100%. Crops consume fertility on a daily basis, but farms also have a daily natural fertility replenishment, meaning that leaving farm empty without growing anything would replenish its fertility slowly back to 100%. Over time, fertility will stabilize at some value based on the planted crops. This value is called fertility equilibrium. That is the final fertility you can expect if you maintain your current crop schedule for a long time. Also, if you don't rotate your crops, meaning you keep growing the same crop all the time, you get a fertility penalty. To overcome all the fertility costs, there are several options. You can rotate regular crops with green manure, which increases soil fertility but does not yield any products. But the biggest farmers' overclocking dream are fertilizers. They can increase your farm's fertility and keep it there. Some of them can even increase your fertility over 100% to get even more out of your farms. However, you need to make sure you provide a stable supply. To make fertilizers work, you need to connect a pipe with fertilizer to your farm and drag the fertility target slider to the desired level, and the farm will automatically fertilize the soil to maintain that specific level. Note that each fertilizer has its own maximal fertilizing target it can reach. Also, the conversion of fertilizer to fertility is not always one-to-one and is displayed in the UI. Pretty cool stuff. So now we can do crop rotation. So this is the green manure here. And since we can only grow potatoes, now, okay, another thing too is we don't have we have this farm, basic farm here. Oh, that one. So green manure, potatoes, green manure. We're going to rotate that. And you can force it to go to the next one if you need food right away. Now here's our bar that they're talking about. I guess I haven't done this yet, but you can move the bar based on how much fertility you want if you pipe in fertilizer. So it's kind of cool. Here's the equilibrium. Notice how it's going down because we're growing the food. So, and then right now it's estimating 39 in about a half a year now. Kind of interesting. Oh, a month, sorry. So not right now, we're relying on rainwater. Notice how it's going up. Our fertility bar, once this gets out of here and goes to the next one, now check it out. Now our fertility is going up. Look at how fast it's going. Whoops. Whoa. It jumped there. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's kick this back on because our electronics are in here now. And we're going to turn import off for this because we don't want to bring I don't want these guys to bring in here until this is empty. What else are we going to work on? I can't remember. Let's pause it. So anyway, so yeah, next episode we'll continue on trying to build up our stuff here. I'll come up with a plan. We'll go forward with it. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. You know, it's a slow process getting started up, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to show as much as I can about the game that I know because I've been playing it a lot. I got another save I'm playing that you got to play this game over and over again to get the systems down. But so I'm trying to bring that to this save here. I don't want to mess with this save, you know what I mean? So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.